In this episode, I've compiled a list of surprising and amazing discoveries and inventions of those who are either native to Bangladesh or are of Bangladeshi descent. Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to FTD Facts. Leroy Kenton here. And now these discoveries and inventions, they're from a variety of fields, including science, tech, and finance. So with that said, let's just jump in. We have number 10 coming up, and that is YouTube. This one is really surprising. Yeah, you're watching this video right now on YouTube, largely due to the efforts of Jawed Karim. And he's of Bangladeshi and German descent, and he's a software engineer and internet entrepreneur who is also the co-founder of YouTube. Now, he uploaded the first video on YouTube and it's titled Me at the Zoo, and it's actually still up to this day. YouTube was launched on February 14th of 2005, and in October of 2006, YouTube was bought by Google for $1.6 billion. Number 9 is the WILLIS Tower. This was a joint invention, so to speak. Bangladeshi-American structural engineer Fazlur Rahman Khan and Colombian-Peruvian architect Bruce Graham, they designed the WILLIS Tower, which was formerly known as the Sears Tower. Now, it's 108-story or 1,450 feet, which works out to be 442 meters tall skyscraper, and it's located in Chicago, United States. At the time of completion in the year 1974, it became the tallest building in the entire world. It was also the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere for about 41 years. And this is until the new One World Trade Center surpassed it in the year 2013. Number 8 brings us the tube, not YouTube, but the tube. So let me explain. That's a structural engineering term, and the tube system really is a concept that's based on the idea that a building can be designed to resist lateral loads by designing it as a hollow cantilever at an angle of 90 degrees to the ground. This system was first introduced by Fazlur Rahman Khan. Of course, he's the same Bangladeshi-American structural engineer who designed the WILLIS Tower, which we just talked about. Number 7 brings us microfinancing. The modern use of the expression microfinancing goes back to the 1970s, which was founded by microfinance pioneer Muhammad Yunus. He was starting to form the modern industry of microfinancing. Now, this approach of microfinancing was institutionalized by Yunus in the year 1976 with the foundation of the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh. Microfinancing is a financial service and assistance to people and companies who lack access to typical banking and related services. SONO arsenic filter is the discovery and invention that comes in at number 6. A SONO arsenic filter is a 2-bucket system developed to reduce chemical compounds by passing the water through coarse sand, composite iron matrix known as CIM, brick chips, and wood charcoal. Abdul Hassam, who was born in Bangladesh, is the inventor of the SONO arsenic filter. There you go, guys. Now, halfway into number 5, we have the SONALI bag, also known as the golden bag. This is a cellulose-based biodegradable bioplastic alternative to plastic bags, and it was developed by Bangladeshi Mubarak Ahmad Khan. Polythene bags were banned in Bangladesh in 2002 because of the environmental concern. Now, Mubarak Ahmad Khan, who was a scientist at the Bangladesh Atomic Energy Commission, in collaboration with other researchers from Bangladesh, developed a range of material, and the SONALI bag came from that. Moving on to number 4, we have the CRESCOGRAPH. This is a term that I never heard of before. But a CRESCOGRAPH is a device for measuring the growth in plants. It was invented in the early 20th century by Jagadish Chandra Bose. And he was a biologist, a physicist, a botanist, and a writer, and was originally born in Bekrampur, Bengal Presidency, British India, now known as Munshinganj, Bangladesh. And his CRESCOGRAPH uses clockwork gears and a smoked glass plate to record the movement of the tip of a plant or its roots. It can record plant growth, magnifying a small movement as much as 10 million times. The horn antenna comes in at number 3. Now, a horn antenna or microwave horn is an antenna that consists of a flaring metal waveguide shaped like a horn to direct radio waves into a beam. Now, one of the first horn antennas was constructed in the year 1897 by Bengali Indian radio researcher Jagdish Chandra Bose, hear that name again, in his pioneering experiments with microwaves. This guy literally revolutionized the world. An advantage of the horn antenna is that since they have no resonant elements, they can operate over a wide range of frequencies and wide bandwidth. Now, number 2 brings us the focus impedance measurement. Focus impedance measurements, known as FIM, is a recent technique for quantifying the electrical resistance in tissues of the human body with improved zone localization compared to conventional methods. This method was proposed and developed by the Department of Biochemical Physics and Technology of the University of Dhaka, Bangladesh, under the supervision of Professor Konkar Siddique-e-Rabbani, who was the one who first introduced this idea. Now, this thing can be really useful for impedance measurements of large organs like the stomach, the heart, the lungs, and it can also be used in other fields that perform impedance measurements. Now, ending off this list, we have number 1, and here we look at crystal radio. A crystal radio receiver, also called crystal set, is a simple radio receiver, and it's very popular in the early days of radio. It uses only the power of the received signal to produce sound, needing no external power at all. Crystal radios are the simplest type of radio receiver and can be made with a few inexpensive parts. Crystals were first used as a detector of radio waves in the year 1894 by Jagdish Chandra Bose. There's that name again, guys. Although radio has developed far beyond the early days, this man contributed to having radio sets accessible and affordable to a lot more people. So there you have it, guys. This concludes our episode on 10 surprising Bangladeshi discoveries and inventions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave your thoughts and comments down below about anything mentioned in this episode. Thanks for hanging out with me in another episode here on FTD Facts, and I'll see you in the next one.